Hey y'all, so today we're going to put decluttering into practice. And we're going to do this using the Allison Bornstein method. I'm going to walk you through exactly what that is, and then I'm going to show it in practice. Come on in, come on in. Okay, so the Allison Bornstein method, what is it? It's really a way of curating your wardrobe so that it's very manageable, and most of all, it reflects your personal style. That way, when you go to your closet, you're seeing things that you're actually going to wear and that makes sense for everything that's going on in your lifestyle. So the first thing, the 3 words. Okay, so my 3 words are minimalist. That's me. And I love a monochromatic moment. We all know this. Alluring. I love to have a little something something giving off when I'm dressed and I'm out there. Not too much, not too little, just right. And my 3rd word is polished. I like to look very, very intentional, but at the same time, it has to look effortless. So the 3 words, and there are so many things out here and so many apps, so many quizzes, so many resources for you to find out what those 3 words are. But at the end of the day, if you practice the Allison Bornstein method, which I found on YouTube, by the way, you can find it out on your own without even using technology. So let's get into it. So if you're decluttering, or even if you're buying new things, the key here is to always keep those 3 words top of mind. Now, if you're looking at a garment, does it fit into, and I'm talking about me here, does it fit into my minimalist style? Is it alluring? Is it polished? And that's what my guiding principle is going to be. So as I declutter, that's what I'm going to have top of mind, and I'll show that to you as we move through the video. So editing your closet, what that means is really a 90-10 split, right? So 90% of what's in your closet should really tie directly back to your 3 words. The other 10%, I would say, are items that you're experimenting with. You may see things out there that you like. They're not necessarily part of your 3 words, but somehow they resonate with you, right? And we're all entitled to have a little wild side every now and then. I know I certainly do. And I'll show you what my 10% consists of as we go through my closet. The next part of the method is really creating a uniform. And what that means basically are, what are your outfit formulas? So when I create outfit formulas, they have to tie back to my 3 words. And what that allows for is when I have these formulas, I know that I am going to feel my best when I pull my outfits together. So I've already talked about my love of monochromatic. I also like things that are a little bit oversized and things that really complement my figure. I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. I have a rectangular body shape. So what that means is I'm working a little bit harder. Would I say harder? No. I'm working a little bit smarter in order for me to have that allure that I'm looking to project. And it still has to remain minimalist. But once it's all together, I want to have that polished look. You see how I slipped my 3 words in there? Yes, sirree, Bob. That's what your outfit formula is all about. It's your signature. It's how you get recognized when people see you coming. I'm sure that you've seen some folks out and about where you always know who that person is. Even if they're far away and you have no spectacles on, You know who that person is. Whether they're a minimalist, a maximalist, whether they love to dress and show that body, or they love that boho chic oversize, it's their signature. It's their outfit formula that never fails to reflect their personality and how they really like to project themselves. And last but not least, the intentional shopping. Okay? We must learn to shop our closets. Our closets, our closets, our closets. However, from time to time, there will be content gaps, or we'll need a little refresh, or we just want a little something new, a little something experimental, which is all perfectly fine. But we want to be intentional about what we're getting. We want to tie it back to those 3 words. We want to tie it back to our style. Either that or a limited amount that'll go towards our experimentation, right? Shop smarter and stop throwing money away. That's the goal. So join me now as we take it on upstairs, because we are going to try this method. And I think I'm going to start with one of the biggest staples in my closet, the blazers. I live for a blazer and a jacket. So let's go. Okay, this video is a long one, and I have to get through all of these blazers. So if you're not interested in all that detail and all of the how I get to it, and you want to see where I ended up, just skip ahead to the end of the video and you can see the before and the after. Okay? Okay, guys, so we're about to start, and let me just say it's going to get a little messy. I'm going to get a little sweaty. The hair is up. There's hardly anything on the face. I got on a comfy loose tee, my shorts. I'm ready to get down to business. Okay, so this is not about looking pretty. This is about getting her done. So first, I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite blazers. And this is what I am going to build my foundation on. And anything that doesn't fit into my 3 words, we are going to purge, meaning gift it, donate it, or sell it. Okay? I'm getting started. Okay, so I'm sweating already and we just started, but let's get to it. Right now I'm wearing my favorite blazer. This is the one I pull for the most. What you'll see here is it's a little oversized. It's very long. It's loose. It's double-breasted. Okay? I wear this with trousers. I wear this with skirts. I wear it with dresses. I wear it with shorts. And I feel so comfortable in this. I typically rouge the sleeves and whatnot. It's big enough that I can layer it in the colder months, meaning turtleneck, light sweater, long sleeve shirt, and the like. So this is my Roadrunner. This is my, it just never fails. And I love it. This is from Zara. I've had it for a few years now, and I wear this thing to death. So that tells me that this shape, this silhouette, this is something that appeals to me and my 3 words. Okay? Okay, so for the almost 65 blazers and jackets that I have hanging in that closet, I can see that almost a third, if not more, are black or based in black. So here's another one, however, that I often pull for. I got these last year. This is a dupe of that viral Zara jacket that was going so wild, the bomber, but I got mine from the amazing Amazon. And I got it in 3 colors, which I'll show you. But first, let me show you what it looks like on. Okay, so this is something I pull for all the time. It's great because it goes with formal, it goes with jeans, it goes with pretty much anything. And it's light enough that I can wear this in the spring where it's warm, but not so warm that you don't need something over the shoulder. But it's also great as a layering piece in the winter. So I love it. And I think that this is one of the best buys I've had from 2023. And let me show you the other two colors that I got it in. Because once you have something that works, honey, you make it do what it do. Okay, so this is it. I love neutral colors. These are no-fail colors that can go with all the other neutrals in my closet or with, you know, the denims, etc. These are workhorses. And because I have them in multiple colors, I can switch up and make the same top and bottom look different just by changing up the outside layer. That's a tip. Okay, here's another one that I always pull for. I love, love, love a cream jacket. My favorite color is black, and there's something about tossing on a cream with it that just makes me feel all the polished, all the alluring, all of the okay? So a zhuzh of the sleeves. Now this is actually part of a cream suit, which I'll show here. And I like to break those pieces up, and I can always wear them together, right? So it's very versatile. I can wear this again as I did with the black oversized jacket. And you see the theme, right? Oversized with a little bit of shape, except this one's a single button and it has the extra detail of the tuxedo collar, right? But I can wear this with pretty much anything and it'll look marvelous. So this is one of my regulars, and it is also something that very much reflects me and my 3 words. Okay, in the interest of time, because I don't want this video to be 5 years long, I am going to cut down on what I am showing, and I am going to speed everything up, or I may just elect to just cut it out altogether because I'm just trying to show you the mindset of what I'm thinking about as I am going through these items and deciding which ones I keep and which ones I purge. So this is another regular for me. Not so much in the summer, but in the other 3 seasons. And this is an oversized leather-like jacket. So let me show you. Again, you can see it's long, it's oversized. This one's single-breasted. There's enough room here for me to zhuzh and zhuzh away, but I can also layer this over long sleeve items, short sleeve items, and a couple of layers. Example, if I wanted to do a button down with a little vest over it and toss this on, I've got a look, but it's also still me. So these are my regulars, okay? Strawberry on my lips. Okay, so this is where we get down to brass tacks. I mentioned to you that I am very much a neutral girly. Look at what I have in my hand. I've got 1 neutral, 1 borderline, and then 2 bright colors. These are all Zara jackets, and they all have similar detail. You see those buttons? Those infamous Zara buttons that I think are a bit controversial, quite frankly. Some people think they look sharp, but some people think they look cheap, and they really point and pinpoint the fact that these are those Zara jackets with the buttons. Okay, so this one I bought for a pop of color. This one also for a pop of color, but it's a bit of a heavier weight than the red one. Blush is one of those colors that I wear that's very much in my color palette because there's something about the pinks that appeal to me, and that is probably the color I wear the most outside of my classic neutrals. And of course I have this. It's not really a suit, but they're in the same color tone. That's why I have the trouser hanging with it. And this is definitely in my wheelhouse. But they all have those wicked Zara buttons. So let me show you how they fit. They all fit the same, even though they're different weights. It's all about the color. So this is not something that I wear a lot, but when I'm looking to give something a pop, I definitely toss it on. I'll show you an example of it here. So let me show you the fit. It's very tailored. So this is a silhouette that appeals to me and my body shape because it is tailored, as you can see, but you'll also see that it has a bit of a curve here. It comes in and it gives me a waistline. We love that. It's saying, I love you. Let me do what you need me to do. And it gives me a little bit of Coke bottle light. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So they all fit like this. And I would say that this is a color that appeals to me. The blue one, not so much anymore, but the other two I can definitely work with. So I think the blue one, we're going to let her go. Okay? Guys, look at this. Another one. I think I've got some kind of addiction to these things. Again, the buttons, and then the waist that tucks in a little. And it's a neutral. This one's a keeper for me. I think what I may want to do, just to set these apart, is I may likely want to change out the buttons. But even without doing that, these are something that when I wear them ties into my 3 words. It ties into me. It's in a neutral color. This definitely stays. It is home. Mwah! Now, before I go too far with all the keeps, let me show you what's leaving and why. I love this jacket. I've had it forever. It's an old Calvin Klein, and it's a bomber jacket, similar to the ones I showed you before, the 3 from the amazing Amazon. However, I was a different size and different style back then. So when I put this on, there's something about it that feels like the arms are catching. Oops, sorry. It feels a little tight. I love the pattern. I love the look, but honestly, I haven't worn this in ages. And I think there's a reason for it. I think it's just not me anymore. You know, like the look, but it's not giving. It's not giving me anything. You know, it's like that freeloading cousin that comes to stay with you for the weekend, and then 3 weeks later, they're still at your house. Time to go. I hope you guys are following along and that this is working for you, because I am working up a sweat here. I'm doing all the over 50 things right now. Mercy. Okay, so here's an example of something that's also going to join the dearly departed. This is a jacket that I've had for a while. It's part of a suit. I love the way that it nips in at the side. Let me see if I can do this without my glasses, just by the feel of it. I guess not, but I think you get the idea, right? It gives me a nice nip. However, I never pull for this. It's just, I don't know what it is, okay? I love the color because red and pinks are definitely my pop color outside of the basic neutrals. But there's just something about this jacket that doesn't work for me. It's also very thick. And I think it's this. I just don't like this, right? It just feels like it's something that's hooking around my and I just don't. I can't. So it's got to go. It's actually beginning to feel a bit like I don't hate this, but I don't love it. So it almost feels like I'm choosing between what I love, what I like a lot, and what I like, because these are all things that obviously they're in my closet, so they must have appealed to me. But in order for me to get to where I want to, which is a capsule wardrobe of items that I'm actually going to wear and pull for, I have to make the hard decisions. So she's got to go. Thank you, Ann Taylor, for making these pieces. They did me well for a while, but unfortunately, this is on the go list. Okay. 2 of the same jacket, different colors. This used to be a color that I absolutely adored. Not so much now. Pinks, we know, are on my pop list. Let's try it on. I can't tell you the last time I wore this thing. And it's going to go. Why is it going to go? Too short, too tight, and again with that closure around here. Bye-bye. Okay, let me just pause here. This is one that I know I need to let go. It no longer fits. This thing, it's struggling for dear life just for me to button it. I love this color. I'll pop up a video here that I did with this recently, and so the maybes I'm holding on to, but I'm creating my maybe pile. And once I get to the end of my process, then I will go through the maybes again. This is a maybe, only because although I love it, I love the cut, all of it, it is not my size any longer. It is not my size. Need to let go, let go, let go. Okay, so now we're going to speed through this like the sound of light. Okay, and I will tell you which ones I'm keeping and which ones have to go, and then I'll show you what remains in the closet on the back end.
Strawberry on my lips and chocolate fingertips. I can feel the beat running through the speakers. Blue skies, blue waves, every day's a good day. Lazy Sunday afternoon.
Okay, guys, so my declutter of my blazers and jackets has been completed, and boy did I get a workout. So I'll pop in a picture here of what everything looked like when I started, and now here we are. So I've gone from 65 blazers and jackets down to a very manageable 34. And you can see, if you followed along, that I really started by identifying my regulars, my go-tos. That was my foundation. From there, it made it a lot easier to really be very judicious about what was a definite yes, what was a maybe, and what just had to go. So once I was finished, I went back to my maybe pile, which was quite extensive, to look at, you know what, I think that this can meet a need that I have. And it may not be something that I'll wear every day, but they will definitely be worn. So let me tell you what those three are. The first one is this pinstripe. This is something that you can put on with any kind of navy, any kind of denim, and it is instantly going to make it look more formal and more put together. And that speaks to my three words. The other two here that I have that are identical, just in different colorways, are this black kind of cut off type jacket, and you'll see it has navy blue trim. And similarly, I have the gray that has the navy blue trim. And these are very simple, very basic. However, these are items that I can pretty much toss on with anything, and they are going to give it a little bit of extra detail, a little bit of an extra oomph. So I am going to hold on to these, even though they were in the maybe pile. And then last but not least, this is not returning, but what I've realized is, because I've decided that this, not that I've decided, my body has decided this no longer fits me, it has to go. However, what I'm realizing is it leaves a gap in my wardrobe. So I'll be on the hunt to replace this, because this green is one of my favorites. And I have quite a bit of these types of colors in my closet in other ways, which you'll see as we go. And this is going to present a gap for me. So I'll be on the hunt to find something that's a little bit more exciting and that fits the body I'm currently in. So I hope this was helpful, and come on back, because there's a lot more that we need to do. The next step for this little section that has now been decluttered is to digitize it. I'm on my way, people. So join me here for the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things, because we're going all the way. I will see you in the next one. Bye.